go to Twitter. Just like, hey Miss P, what's up? Hey Miss P, what's up? I'm gonna get this situated right now. I apologize. Come on, let's join the live. Yes, here we go. All right, so I have good news and bad news. The bad news is I have to leave LA. I know, shocker. Can't stay. I know that's happy for a certain person, but I didn't plan on staying in LA that long anyway. So it works out in the end. So some good news and bad news, right? I have to leave LA. San Diego. So I have more of a fan base there and more people praying to God, right? Praying to God that I'll be safe. I have a couple of friends I could stay with. I just hope none of them are like crazy people. You know, all your friends are crazy, and then you're just like, you know, I like crazy, but I'm not sure if I understand your crazy. But if you can line up with my crazy, then we can get along. You know, that's how friendships work. So, yeah. So we got 2 likes. We got 2 watchers. My stream is still going to be like super laggy because it's my phone, it's Verizon. There's nothing I can do. So let's just extend the stick out a little bit, right? So that way, better. All right, guys, I'm just walking here. I kind of like this. You know, this little tripod thing is better than my original. I just hate that I had to, you know, dip into some of my unfortunate retirement funds. And then people lie to my face about how much money I have. And I'm like, look, if I was rich, I wouldn't be asking for help. This is the truth. To be honest, like, there are people that are frauds who did ask for help. Such as, I don't know, a certain orange in the White House. And he got what he wanted, hook, line, sinker. So there you go. Remember his GoFundMe? I think he had like $1 billion on it. It's like, damn. And he got a lot of people contributing him that way. I don't know if you have to pay. Like, it's interesting when people talk about like tax audits on GoFundMes. Like, a lot of people can get away with it. So, you know, it's hard to tell, right? Like, the IRS does its job to an extent. Hi, what's up? I mean, I do my taxes. I'm a law-abiding citizen. Unfortunately, the problem is that no matter how good someone is, you know, I'm trying to think of the words. Thank you. So the point I'm making is that you could make so much money. You have to basically be an employee of a rich company to get refunds back. That's the best way to do it. But unfortunately, you also have to play the line game of being the employer's. This is the truth. So, you know, I'm kind of shocked I'm still alive today at 37. There are days I'm just like, what the did I do to keep living? You know what I mean? And you kind of just smile and you're just like, well, the world's great. Let's see, what else is going on? Being citizen apart from Wednesdays. Well, I suppose that's probably the best way to approach it. Here's the thing, though. Let me tell you something. Who came in my chat a couple of weeks back, Mark, so my ex from Northern Ireland, right? I know, right, Zena? Right, Mrs. P? I think when you're talking about crimes, it's like you're talking about what society interprets as a crime. And the sad part is, like, you did nothing wrong, but because society is so desperate, right? This is the problem when it comes to society and civilization. You have to work on a gradient that everyone's also working on. Some people have more benefits than you. You have other benefits that they don't have. And the problem with society is they just look at you, the horrible, horrible crimes like not thanking the bus driver, not measuring my onions accurately. Those are pretty, like, first world problem crimes. So I don't think they're crimes that you really have to worry about. We'll just call them first world problem crimes. Crimes that don't even exist. Like, basically guilt tripping yourself. Oh, there's a train coming. So people were asking me about a certain person if I'd meet them, and I said, well, the only person I met at VidCon was Boblax, and I'm fine with that. Bo Blacks is a good trusted friend of the channel. I Won't Cross is talking to speakerphone probably. I had a nightmare you were streaming all night. Really? That'd be fun. What's my charge at my phone? 61%. Yeah. I was making non-stop shorts. This is the train. The train's the nightmare. At least it's not the forever train on Macbeth at Star Fox 64. Oh my god, it smells like freaking rotten eggs. It's like, what's it called? Sulfur. Sulfur. If you know that sulfur smells like rotten eggs. It has that like odorous smell. Alright, so the cars are going. I'm walking towards the Little Tokyo area. So we're going there again today. Unfortunately, I wanted to go to Hollywood, but we might go there later today. Hello, Kalaka Boy. How are you? Hi. I am friends waiting with TRQR. Okay. Morning, God. Just. Hi, Chris. Do you like LA better than SF? That's a very, both have their pluses and minuses. Really depends on what I think is better. I have to play the line game of what point for point matches LA to San Francisco. Like, I'll give San Francisco points, right? San Francisco has the Nintendo store. That's great. San Francisco has some decently friendly people. There are people I don't like, but there are some decently friendly. Hopefully either later today or... So I have a friend of mine who is kind of close to San Diego County, but they're not in San Diego County. So I'll probably stay with them for a night, and then I'll head over, and they'll go from there. So yeah. So I feel like I just throw my whole life in the cogs of fate, and just, I'm afraid to let other people make decisions for me, because I've let people make decisions for me my whole life. Isn't that fun? That's what I love about being autistic. The best part about being autistic, being told you're never better than the standard. It's the sad truth. It's the sad truth. And then someone will try to gaslight me with and then be like, that's not gaslighting. No, it is. JRQ says, someone tried making an exposed video on you. Yes, we know about this. We're not talking about it anymore because it's, look. Yes, please report that video. Report it for hate speech. Call it homophobic. That's really the only option we have. So they're going to be like, I'm telling the truth. No, you're not. And it's like people like this, like these fire starters are really terrible. They hurt the online ecosystem. It's like the online ecosystem has been burning and churning and burning for years. Years. Some years better than others. I'm about to cook Swedish meatballs with pasta. Well, I'm sure... Oh, I know, Tessa. The hilarity is real. The hilarity is real. Oh, I saw the part 2. Please do not keep talking about it. Report that video too. We're done. Like, I don't want to talk about drama anymore. Like, the only reason... Right. If we're going to have to talk about it briefly, we can. The only reason why I did that to Tip, right? I don't like him. Let me make it very clear. I do not. I only did that to scare him away. That's it. And then he's like, oh my god, he loves me. No, I don't. You think I do. That's an act. I was method acting for you. But you're not going to see that because you're too stupid. It's like, you know what's sad when it comes to being gay? Everyone thinks you have a crush on them. It's a sad fact of reality, but it's true. And then you just have to be like, no, I do not have a crush on you. But if you want me to indulge in your fantasy, I will. So that's what I gave him. I gave him his fantasy. And then he's all like, oh, well. I'm not dodging. And I'm going to ask you one more time. We're not talking about it anymore. If I have to talk it briefly, I will. But here's the problem, Vincent Gaming. Here's the big problem. People are sad that I'm gaining momentum. That's the reality. And what happens when people are sad when someone gains momentum? They start a fire, they start lies, they start rumors. So I'll give you some brief synopsises, and I've already covered this a million times. Look, there's a YouTuber by the name of Kabasco. They like to go by Kobe or Alana, I don't really care. So they made a video about me. Look, it doesn't matter how many times I made a video. It doesn't matter, Vincent Gaming, because they're just going to play the game of taking me out of context. And I can't do anything. So I'm just at a point where, like, you know what? let's just let the fire starters burn themselves out. That's just a better way of handling it. The fire starters have to burn themselves out, right? So Tippy's gonna leave me alone. Oh yeah, I'm sure they are. They're mad because they can't make money off me. Kabasco is pissed because she's broke. And then she's like, oh, that's not what the reason is. Yes, it is. You failed to upload content for 5 months. That's not my problem. That's a you problem, Kabasco. And you want to know something, Kabasco? If you watch this right now, I have no sympathy for you. I have no sympathy for you. I don't want to meet you. I don't want to know you. I only wanted to be nice. Look, I'm going to have to take you out of the chat. I am so sorry, but I told you, Vincent Gaming, to stop. So now you're out of the chat. So anybody that brings up the drama, we need to move on from it. I don't want to have to deal with fire starters. So fire starters need to just burn out. So we're going to let their fires burn out. Yeah, exactly. Show them the door. The sad thing is, like, when you get popular, someone's like, I'm going to smear you. I'm going to smear you. And it's like, look, if you have a legitimate claim, then why don't you bring it to the police? Oh, the police don't do anything. And it's just like, you know, at the end of the day, it's really sad when you're just trying to be a genuine person and people don't see you that way. And it's like, you know, and when I said what I said about Trump being elected, which is sad, but true, is people base their votes on personal experience. So when you have someone like Kabasco come in, why do you think people are going to vote that way? Because this person is giving a bad impression of trans people. They're trying to play the victim card. They're like, I want you to fall, Nick, so I stand tall. No, that's not what I'm doing for you. But what I will do for you is tell you why I'm playing this game, because I want to have fun. I want to enjoy it. But you're making it harder for me because you're upset I beat you. And then you stream it for 30 times, like for 4 hours. And there's actually clips of her playing the game. I've actually downloaded them. So yeah, it's funny because she's like, oh no, I lose! And she throws a tantrum. And it's kind of funny. I almost feel sorry for her. I'm like, no, you know why the game told you no, Kabasco? Because you're a cheating sore loser. You desperately, oh, I'm sure, Tessa, that's who she is. That's who she is. She's crazy. See, this is the sad part, is she brings down the trans community. There are tons of trans people that are wonderful. She is not one of them. She's not. You know, it's funny, you deal with her, Christopher Tyson, Lady Emily. Yeah, no, I had to come back. Realize when they point their finger, they have pointing back. Exactly, Chris. Exactly. See, that's like the problem with all my exes. You deal with narcissists, and some of them are really good at making you look bad and making you like take. They're good at taking their own and slamming at you because you're so done in your own. You don't know how to deal with your own, so they take theirs and they shove it at you. That's what happens. Oh no, Nick, that troll channel they made, you look, they're planning to make more videos on you. Basically. And you kind of have to sit back and just be like, you know what? Please start the fire. Keep talking about me. I don't care. If you keep talking about me, and you said you would stop talking about me, you're the problem, not me. And if I have to address it, then I'm addressing it because it needs to be addressed. And then if you're going to play gaslight games, I'm like, you know what? Welcome to the gaslight game maze. And if you're going to burn me alive, you're going to burn worse. And then people will take me out of context there, and then people will keep doing it. Like, what is he talking about? And it's like, you just deal with people that are crazy. Yeah, you know, Miss P, I appreciate it. I appreciate it, okay? You know, I can't tell you how when I used to do online content in 2018 as a full-time job on other sites and such, how hard it was, because people are so nasty. And you have to have tough skin. What made them do this now? I'm trying to read what you said. What made them do what? What made them do this now when they could have done this last year? You talking about Kobe beef? I think it's just because they're seeing like, oh my God, fire starting, fire, 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 is what they're doing. And they're gonna be like, you're lying. And it's like, you can't even do anything. These people are nasty and crazy. And they'll take me out of context, like, he's getting emotional. And then you just can't even do anything. And you're just like, you know what, honey? It sounds like you need to go to your doctor. I don't have the problem. You have the problem. You're taking it out on me. And it's like, look, you want me to be your support? I'll be here for you. I really will. But I won't be here for you when you start a fire on my channel. Because then we have a problem. And unfortunately, I just want to make friends with people. But if you're gonna like, he made me uncomfortable and I like my narrative. It's like, if that's the game you're gonna play, you know what? Then they can also be like, you know, Nick did nothing wrong. And you're just a butthurt sore loser who can't help losing. And you deflecting with, I didn't want the record anyway. Well, I guess that's why you lost it. They couldn't handle it. And then when you really lost, you're just like, well, let me plant a mole in Nick's chat. A mole who'd be like, oh, Nick looks so bad. And then you're just like, see, this is why hacks passed away. You have these toxic communities that want to push people out. Yet, stealing my videos is not evidence. You could probably actually get them copy strike down. They can't even do anything good. That's the sad part, is like, it's lame. It's like, if you're gonna at least do a sneer smear, do it properly. If you're gonna sneer smear me, at least be smart about it. They couldn't get themselves out a paper bag with a letter signed by a chimpanzee for a rat. So, yeah, there you go. There's my metaphor for the day. You're welcome. You can use it. So, these people are so dumb. You know, the R word is coming back. That word is coming back because it's used for what it needs to be used for. This isn't the N word or the F slur. This is like people that are so nasty that this word comes back because people like this exist. And then you're just like, what the is wrong with you? I just want to make you look bad so I have a good YouTube career. If that's your goal, then not only will you burn with that person, but you will burn 10 times harder for what you did. That's the truth. If you start a fire on someone and they're innocent, then their innocence will burn on you. And I stand by that fully, completely, and with full justice. I don't care. You know, I don't know if I ever told you my coming out story. It was a very difficult process. And I love my family very much. But I can only tolerate so much in my own family. Alright, we're getting rid of Daisy. They're another troll. I'm just tired about this at this point. If anybody asks about these videos, I'm literally showing them the door. You know, I'm at the point that basically we just have fire starters coming on the channel. And they're like, well, let me just say something so he gets a... No. I'll use my initials. N-O, no. No. It's like, if I have to start telling people no, and I've already explained myself, they're like, you didn't explain yourself. Yes, I did. 100 million times. And I'm tired of having to address it over and over and over and over. I'm like, guys, leave me alone. I've already talked about it. Tip's tired of it. I'm tired of it. The only one who's not tired about it is Kabasco. That's the truth. Kabasco loves it. She's just like, I didn't want drama. I'm basically dealing with the villain from freaking Resident Evil Code Veronica. Code Veronica villain is coming after me. Okay? I'm being a sweet old, innocent, cisgendered white male autistic. Hold on, I gotta go back out. Hold on. Apologies. Oh, absolutely. They're very pathetic. So anybody comes about in the chat, I'm gonna shut the door. I'm like, I will have the walls up, but when the door has to be used, the door will be used. I'm just really tired of having to defend my own life. Oh yeah, I definitely need a street pass fire department. Let's get the Bloomies in here. The Bloomies are gonna do their job. The Bloomies are gonna do their job. That's the facts. Oh, absolutely. Well, I wouldn't call it 2, it'd be technically 3. So right, there's 3 games in the franchise. One only came out, the Japanese one came out in Japan. It was a Tomodachi Collection. The second one is Tomodachi Life, which, yeah. We got 13 people watching. I'm sitting on the bench in front of the screen. Awesome sauce. Oh, okay. I know where that is. I know where that is. I actually know which mall this is. Okay, good. So I'm meeting a friend. I'm doing okay. You know, I think the important thing is I've showed a lot of maturity through this by throwing back my opponent their own medicine I'm like, no, I'm not taking your medicine. You need to take yours. That's what you gotta do, guys. You gotta do that. And sometimes it might not always be the nicest thing to do. We're like, look, I really appreciate you trying to be helpful, but this is not helpful. This is what I came here to do. So if you want me to play Mind Reader Crystal Ball, I'm not going to be playing Mind Reader Crystal Ball. So either you tell me what the problem is, or I go. And if that's the case, I can't do this for you. You know, people talk about contingency plans and how contingency plans help save us. The problem with contingencies is they get challenged every day, right? This is the problem with contingencies. No matter what you do, you could be the most upstanding, perfect citizen. Someone just needs to walk in and be like, no, and they smear you, and you're like, what the heck did I do? And the sad thing is, right, the sad thing is people don't want to respect you because they don't respect themselves. Why am I saying this? Because some people, like a certain person that says they admitted that they're into drama, for you, is they're desperate. They want to look good. They want the narrative to look beautiful for them because they're sad, they're pathetic, and they're lonely. And so what do? You give them a taste of their own medicine. You question their sexuality. So you do things like that, and then the person's like, oh my God! That's what you do. So, and then when people are like, that's this, I don't like this. Really? You don't like this? So maybe you shouldn't have come on me first, and then I didn't have to come on you. So there you go. I'm sorry, but I have to defend myself. Oh, I want to, Miss P. I want to. But I will do what I have to do to make sure it's done, and if it takes time, it does. Look, I don't want to talk about this forever. We want to focus on our streams. Hey, we had fun yesterday. I had that big, giant, cheese dog. That was awesome. I mean, it made me feel 5 times fatter, and then my stomach was like, you really ate that? But, I had fun. The hard thing about being an adult is loving your life. Being a kid, at least you can use your imagination to kind of escape. It's a lot harder as an adult. Trust me, your imagination does not work as easily as a kid's. It doesn't. But, let me tell you something. Oh, I would totally do that. I would totally get some ramen. Nice jams, man. So, see, I like rap and hip-hop. It's not my genre, but I'll listen to it sometimes. You know what's funny? What's up, Jens? You want to hear something funny? Did you hit the like button, Jens? So, did you hear that I explained to one of my friends at my airport job about the Kendrick Lamar-Drake feud? And it's funny is because I'm white and they're black. And they're like, I didn't know a white man paid attention to a black man's feud. And so, I said to them, Kendrick and Drake are basically just like bitchy white women. And then my friend's like, you're not wrong, Nick. You're not wrong. It's like, basically that's what they are. So, and I'm in a family of Caucasians, so, yeah. Jens, how are you? Noodles, get it straight. Yay. She looks great. You look great. You're welcome, brother. What's up? Lion what? Lion Perp.
That's my artist name.
Your artist name is what?
Yeah. I think I'm doing this song. We used to be in the just about that little bit so dramatic. I used to want to have practice. She took the naked little relaxing. Yeah, I went to the steak and I jacket. She went up and I practice. Hey, I woke up when I'm lacking. I think I might go to catch it. Hey, I was talking to the night. And I'm gonna get my slide.
I'm liking the vibe. You keep it up, man. You're talented.
Lion Perp.
Lion Perp. That's what we got him. That's his name. So, my favorite was when I was in San Francisco and the guy was rapping. You remember that short that I did? And the guy was like, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, oh my God, this guy's awesome. I was like, I have to put him on camera. Lion Perp? That's a very fascinating name. I guess, the thing is, controversy sells, right? So, with my name, it's like the gaming otter. You know what you're going to get. A gay, white male who's lean with hair on him. Yep, there we go. She's in the chat. She's shown herself, guys. She's shown herself. She's obsessed with the drama. The fire starter is here. Congratulations. The fire starter showed up. It's okay. If you want a Discord call, honey, yeah, you're the one. you're the one talking to kids because you lost a gaming record. You're upset, honey, but it's okay. We don't have to have you on this channel anymore. I'll show you the door. Bye! You're gone. Oh, isn't that sad? When she's so desperate. She just depends on the court of gestures. Oh, it's a big channel? That's even better. I love it. That's even better. You know why? She can't stand for her own shit. Yeah! That's the truth. Isn't it sad when people can't stand up for their own? See, I can stand up for my own. They can't stand up for theirs. Oh, I'm not even surprised. They were? No, they were a fire starter. You guys did a good job. You guys are really good at catching these fires. All right, we're almost at the mall, guys. I'm almost there. I play, Jens, listen to me. Jens, hear me out. Jens, I made shorts playing Find Me. That is a game, correct? Jens, did I or did I not play games? Yeah, we're gonna try to go to the Sega store. We're gonna try. Sega Daytona machine? I don't know if they're gonna have it. So, I might have to briefly go off camera because I'm meeting a friend and I want him to know, I'm like, hey, I'm gonna go to the Sega store just real quickly. I don't want him to think that I didn't want to spend time with him because I'm going to. But, thank you, Kobe. We're at 10 likes today. Yeah, 10 likes. Way to go. Mission accomplished. I just think it's sad that we'll try, Jen. I can't guarantee anything. Right? So, we're gonna struggle a little. Oh, don't we miss Jen's? Jen's rocks. So, do I have Discord? Yeah, it's North Park Otter. So you can add me. So does Jen's. Jen's has Discord. And Jen's, those shorts that I posted today, that's me playing a game. Give me some credit, Jens. I am trying. I'm sorry I moved to more vlogging. Tessa, you're funny. So, what are your Discord? And Nick, what's yours? North Park Otter. All right, Jens, I'm working on it. I'm in transit, honey. Jens, I care about you too. I like you. So, I'm just a little sassy with the bass. Hey, I'd rather be sass with the bass than cheese with the wine. So, is that a marshmallow shirt?
Bro, somebody said that yesterday.
Yeah?
It is.
It is? Can I have you on camera? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this guy has like a marshmallow shirt. Look, we're gonna walk across the street, so walk and talk with me. Come on. So what's your shirt really? Like,
I don't know. It's supposed to be some brand.
And so let me get this straight. So Marshmallow is secretly Spider-Man. I love it. Keep it up, dude. You are a bro. We love that. We love that shit. So there was some rapper named Lion Perp. Have you heard of him? He was down the street. Like, so do you ever vlog or do stuff like this?
No, I was thinking about it.
You know, you should. You should. I mean, I don't think your name should be Lion Perp. That might be a bit too controversial. But hey, you could be like Marshmallow Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Marshmallow Spider-Man. Look, guys, can we say hi? One's in the chat for Marshmallow Spider-Man.
Hey, everybody.
One's in the chat for Marshmallow Spider-Man. One's in the chat.
What are you streaming on?
YouTube.
YouTube.
So, do you ever go to YouTube, Twitch? What's your poison?
Yeah, I just watch everything really. Like,
You just watch everything?
TikTok.
What do you? What inspires you? How about that? Let's work with that.
I don't know, like kind of just what you're doing right now, just walking around. Just
Yeah,
talking
like
to
vlogging.
people, really.
Vlogging's fun. So, do you like? You know, I like Little Tokyo a lot.
Yeah, that's actually what I'm going right now.
Me too.
Because I'm waiting for my train, but I missed it. It was supposed to come at 11, but now I gotta wait for one at 4.
Ah, shoot.
Yeah.
What's the train for? Where are you going?
Going back to school. I go to college.
Fun. What college?
Camarillo.
What's your major?
Business.
Fantastic. Well, you should follow my channel and tell me how you're gonna do in the next
What is
4
it?
years. The Gaming Otter. So we got a live sub right now. We got a live sub.
And you said it's on YouTube, right?
Yes, it is. So just leave a comment on any of the videos. I'll like it and reply to you back.
Okay.
So I'm dealing with some interesting drama. You know what? Business is all about dealing with drama
Yeah.
and trying to navigate the drama in the most appropriate possible. It's like being a politician, really. It's like knowing your target audience, knowing how to appeal to the target audience while still managing. Did you stop?
Yeah. What's that?
So, what's your name?
Vion.
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 Yeah.
So you're not Spider-Man Marshmallow.
No, sadly.
This guy makes me so disappointed. So it's okay. We like him anyway. So yeah. So what's someone saying? Can you shout out my friend TND? Yeah, he's a business major. His name is Vion. It's a fascinating name. What's the origin? Is it French?
No, it's one of my parents' names.
I love it.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I'm just Nick.
Nick.
Yeah, that's my name. Is Nick. Everyone's like, no one hates Nick. Everyone loves Nick. Are you sure? Because yesterday you didn't say it that way. It's like, Nick, we all love you. I was like, well, judging based how you act, I don't see it. But maybe you want to explain to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like some people, some days you're just like, so who crawled into your bean curd? What kind of PMS are you having, honey? It's like, do you want to talk to me? Because I'm all ears, but I'm not going to give you everything you need. I'm just going to give you what you need here. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And some people are like, your honesty hurts me. Oh, God. And you're just like, so you can't handle the truth. Okay, well, I'm sorry I told you what it is. And then you're just like, well, now what do you want me to do?
Yeah.
Do you want me to make you feel happy because you're unhappy and nothing makes you happy? Or do you want me to tell you what your problem is so you can try to be happier, but you don't care because you just want someone to give me like $1 million? Which I want too, by the way. Right? You know what I mean? It's like if someone handed you $1 million like Mr. Beast on the street, you'd be like, oh my God, yes. Right?
Yeah.
Right? You wouldn't say no to that. You'd be pretty stupid to say no to that. So, where is this, is it Akihabara? What is it called? The mall.
I haven't been to the mall.
You haven't? It's a cool mall. So you're like straight out of Compton. What's your story?
I don't know. Like,
You're pretty dope though.
Yeah, I feel like I just kind of grown up pretty sheltered. Like.
Oh man, me too.
Yeah.
You know, I'd probably preach more because I was in Princeton. I was in white Princeton, New Jersey. You're like, oh my God, that is so sheltered. You know what's interesting though? I had a Japanese kindergarten teacher. I had a black world culture history teacher who went to Princeton. Let's see, where were my other teachers? I had a Chinese chemistry teacher. Basically all the stereotypes that you think of as your teachers.
Uh-huh.
And it's just like, wow, Nick, you had the stereotypical world experience in Princeton, New Jersey. I know, I love it. You know what my favorite was? So there was this student-teacher experience they had, and it was so amazing because this teacher was a student teacher, and he was so nice to me. His name was Senor Tulp, and what was so sweet was he would spend time with me after school to teach me more Spanish, and he was so sweet about it. And all the girls would be like, oh my God, Senor Tulp está muy guapo. And I'm like, hey ladies, I'm getting extra time with him after school. What do you think of that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, I had a Romanian Pineo teacher, and he was oh damn, wow, language. So how's LA? It's all right. But anyway, so getting back to the teacher, right? So after halfway through the year, he leaves, and I'm depressed because the guy was great. And then unfortunately, Senor Russell comes in, and I hate her with a passion. She's awful. Literally, I come in, and she's like, so what do you need help with? I don't really understand the assignment. What don't you understand, Nicholas? Well, I seem to read the words, but they don't seem to make any sense. She'd be like, well, it seems like you didn't do your homework. And then I'm just like staring at her, and I was like, well, I tried to answer it. It's all gibberish, Nicholas. And then I just basically like, I hate you. What the So this teacher is just god-awful. So, you know what? I have a confession, guys. I cheated on a test. But you want to know something funny? I failed. So let me tell you this story. So, right. So this Spanish teacher, one day, she leaves the test out. So I grab it. No answers on it, though. So I have to do all the research for the test. So the day the test comes, I still don't know how to answer it. So yeah, I failed. I'm like, you are such a bad teacher. I can't even cheat to pass your class. What the hell are you doing, honey? You love that story?
Yeah.
I know you do. So I basically had to play Sonic Adventure on repeat to get through that class. So I could put the subtitles in Spanish, so I could read El Dios de Destrucción, which means the God of Destruction. So yeah, I did not like her as a teacher. I mean, I speak some Spanish, but I'm not like fluent in it. I mean, unless you were like the Callahan twins, that your dad was like the squash coach at Princeton, your life was set. But for me, however, no, your family's Republican Catholic, Nick. F you for existing, and you're gay and autistic. Yeah, we don't want you here. You're too good. We're too good for you in Princeton. Yeah, you know what, Princeton? I'm too good for you. That's how that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like I'm too good for you. This isn't. No. This is how this works. I'm too good for you, honey. You don't need to tell me who's good for who. I know how I'm good. You know how you're good. You like that? That's how you should do business. You kind of throw it back in the face. But you be a little like sassy with the cattiness. You're like, I know what you need, but you don't know what you want. I know what you need, but you don't know what you want. Like that? So, my mother's Sicilian, so she's all about throwing stuff in my face. She's like, Nick, I got the school of pasta here. You gotta use the pasta. So I believe I'm at the Japanese village place. This is it? Unless this is wrong. Oh, I'm at the wrong place, aren't I? I might have to walk down and over. Well, I think this is goodbye.
Oh.
Are you going that way?
Yeah.
Because there's like 2 malls.
Did you say? Yeah, just the Tokyo
Yeah,
Mall.
yeah.
Where'd you say you were going again?
I think my friends at the other one. So I think I'm there. But you enjoy yourself, man.
All right, you too. Nice meeting you.
Yeah, you're cool, man. We like him.
All right,
He's
have a
cool.
good day,
He's cool. So we're gonna head out to my friends, and I'm literally on First Street. So okay, let me drop my Addy. Okay, folks. Okay, folks. I will. Slushy boy? Okay, it's 3 Ys or how many? Oh, it is 3 Ys. Why does everyone do everything in 3s, 5s, and 7s? Or 9s? 3, 5, 7s, 9s. Thank you, James St. James. How are you today? So, no drama here. No fighting. No fighting. How are we, everyone? How are we? We got a tent here. The homeless are so sad. I hate it. I hate that the homeless are sad. We need to fix that problem. But I can't do it by myself. I only wish that... Wow. So now we have someone being nasty in chat. So now we're going to do this. Say hello when people are nasty in chat. I don't even get why someone said that. I literally met a guy on the street and was nice to him. And then that's the response I get? Rude. Alright. Guys, we gotta be paying attention to the chat, guys. I can't be doing all the work. Can't be doing all the work. Alright. Can't stand what? What can't we stand? For this, we can stand. How about that? So... Well, unfortunately, Miss P, we have to stand our ground. That's how this works. If you want a platform, you have to stand for it. That's how the world works. You can't expect your platform to be handed to you. Look, that's how trolls exist. Look, you can do whatever you want. You can call the police, you can call the government. Look, do you remember the whole joke about the 9,000 you-know-what to Oprah Winfrey? That was actually pretty hilarious. But, right, I'm trying to think where Dorcas is. Why so many trolls? Because they're sad and desperate. That's what they are. They're fire starters. They're fire starters. You can't handle this? Well, you know what? If I have to take on the brunt of the brash, or the brunt of the bash, then I'll do it. I'll just, you know what? I don't care. Yeah, I'm crying too. I'm crying too. I'm kind of upset. You know, the world is just cruel, and all I can do is hold on for dear life over the roller coaster end. And then when it's over, I feel worse than I started. It's like, how do I do this? How do I keep living? How do I live without you? I want to know. How do I ever survive? How do I live? All right, Daiso. All right, Daiso. Daiso! I'm okay, Miss P. I'm doing my best. Alright, we're gonna get in the mall now. So we might be a little hazy-mazy. So, some beautiful, beautiful people here. So we're taking off our glasses. Daiso. I just love saying that name so many times. Daiso. Sumimasen. Yoku dekimashita. Does anyone know what Yoko dekimashita means? Yoko dekimashita. Yoko dekimashita. No? Yoko dekimashita. Yoku dekimashita. Yoku dekimashita. Literally gonna have to say what it is. So, alright, so be right back one moment. Here I am. So you know, we'll end with some Japanese lessons. So, Yoku dekimashita means good job. Daiutsuki kayo means I love you. And konnichiwa means hello. So that's your Japanese conversational for the day, because we are in Little Tokyo. Konbawa. Good evening. So, we will end the stream here. I know I haven't hit the full hour. I apologize. So, hopefully, on the 4th of July, BART to Independence Day, we'll have a parade. Oh, that's fascinating. I don't even know if I'm going to get back to San Francisco then, but I'll let you know. Anyway, guys, like, comment, subscribe, and this is Nick, the Gaming Otter, out. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys soon.